Good morning, boys and girls. We're going to read chapter 2 of The Magic Treehouse Big Day for Baseball today. Now, yesterday we read about Jack and Annie and how Jack had a really rough year last year trying out for baseball. His friends laughed at him when he tried out and he didn't want to go back again this year. Annie's like, Jack, baseball's so important for our family. You can't give up. And Jack's just like, nope, don't want to do it. Well, we know their friend in the treehouse. What's her name? Do you remember? Morgan Le Fay. They find a handwritten note from her, and they realize it's from Ebbets Field. And they find the book and a picture. And Jack says, I really wish we could go to Brooklyn. Right when he pointed at the picture. And a ball had fallen out of the sky right before that. And I posed the question, where do you think that ball had come from? Did y'all have a chance to think about where that ball had come from? I know Anya had a thought that maybe a dog had lost the ball. Maybe his owner had thrown it and he hadn't got a chance to catch it. It was a good thought, Anya. Great job. I was thinking maybe we could infer here. We're talking about baseball, and we know when we infer, we use what we know, plus what we read, or what we learn to make an inference or infer, which is an educated thought or guess. We're talking about, baseball and Jackie Robinson. So, ball flying out, maybe a fly ball. So maybe they're going to a baseball field in Brooklyn, New York. So that's what my inference is. Let's see if we're right. So all of a sudden, began to spin, the treehouse did. Twirl and whirl, and all of a sudden, everything stood still. Because we know when Jack and Annie travel, their life stands still where they were as they travel through time. It's water on my shirt. So, opening day, chapter 2. A spring breeze blew into the treehouse. The sky was cloudy. Hey, baseball uniforms, said Annie. Their clothes had magically changed. They were wearing baseball shoes, long socks, and baggy gray pants. Jack's backpack had turned into a leather bag. Look at that, said Annie. She pointed at the word Bat Boy stitched across the front of their jerseys. Oh, great. So we're going to be Bat Boys, Jack said with a frown. Not great players. Don't worry, said Annie. I'm sure Morgan thinks that being great Bat Boys will help us become great players. Can't be a Bat Boy, said Jack. And there's no such thing as a Bat Girl. Back then, don't worry, said Annie. If we wear our caps, then no one can tell what we're pretending to be, remember? They'll only tell what we were. Everyone will only see what we're pretending to be, remember? Oh, right, said Jack. Annie and Jack picked up their baseball caps and put them on. Wow, Annie said with a big grin. Yeah! Wow, said Jack. He felt a huge surge of excitement and confidence. I feel like I know everything about baseball now. Me too, said Annie. I can't wait to get to Ebbets Field, said Jack. Let's go. He shoved the baseball book into his backpack. Then he led the way down the rope ladder. Jack and Annie stepped onto the ground. They landed in a small grove of trees. Nearby were stone benches and a fountain. Children were playing on the grass and sidewalks. Looks like a city park, said Jack. Let's ask directions, said Annie. They headed toward the kids. A gust of wind blew through the park. Watch out, said Jack, grabbing his cap. Annie held onto her cap, too. We can't lose these. No kidding, said Jack. They passed a man playing a guitar and singing. And singing in Spanish. They passed some girls playing jacks. They passed a group of noisy kids shooting marbles. Hey, two bad boys, one of the kids shouted. The others looked up and waved at Jack and Annie. Annie smiled at Jack. See, they think I am a boy. The magic's working. Cool, Jack said with a grin. Look the same to me, though. And you look the same to me, said Annie. Maybe we look the same to ourselves. Maybe we look like our true selves to each other. Annie turned back to the kids playing marbles. Excuse me, how do we get to Ebbets Field? She called. That way, shouted one of the bigger kids. He pointed across the park. When you get to the street, it's just a few blocks east. You'd better hurry, yelled a small girl. The game starts at 2:30. Time is it now? Jack called. One of the boys looked at his watch. It's 1:30, he shouted. Oh man, we're late, said Jack. We should have been there at 1 o'clock to start our chores. Run! Run fast! Said Annie. She and Jack held on to their caps and began running across the windy park. Bad boys, wait for us, someone shouted. There's Jack and Annie. And there's little boys giving directions. There's a little guy singing in Spanish. Jack and Annie looked back. The two smallest kids from the marbles game were scrambling after them. Jack thought the boy and girl looked about 6 years old. Sorry, we have to hurry, Jack yelled. But we can help you, the girl said. We know a shortcut. You do? Said Annie. Yes, said the boy. We go to Ebbets Field a lot. This way. Small kids turned and started down a dirt path. Jack and Annie ran after them. What are your names? The girl called. Jack and Annie. Jack and Andy, Annie yelled back. What's yours? I'm Olive, said the girl. This is my twin brother, Otis. Twins, cool, said Annie. It's a big day for baseball, said Otis. That's what we've been hearing, said Jack. I wish we could be bat boys like you, said Otis. We know all the rules, said Olive. The twins led the way down the busy street at the edge of the park. Old-fashioned cars rattled down the broad avenue. The huge cars had long, rounded hoods and lots of tiny silver chrome. That's what an older model car looks like. Kind of cool. You know what that's called? It's a trolley car. They used to kind of travel around. If you've ever been to St. Louis, there's still trolley cars there. I think St. Louis has trolley cars still. Alongside the cars, a trolley clattered down the track. Jack and Annie stood at the corner with nearby twins. Jack and Annie stood at the corner with the twins and waited for the light to change. Nearby, a newsstand was selling the Brooklyn Eagle. Jack read the headline, Opening Day at Ebbets Field, Brooklyn Dodgers vs. Boston Braves. Annie, look, he said, pointing at the newspaper. We'll be working a big league game. big league. Wow, said Annie. You didn't know that? Said Olive. I thought the Braves were from Atlanta, Annie said to Jack, and the Dodgers from LA. Not in 1947, said Jack. You didn't know that? Asked Otis. Lights red, let's go, yelled Jack. Hold hands, cried Olive. She grabbed Annie's hand and Otis grabbed Jack's. Watch out for the trolley. Jack and Annie ran with the twins across the avenue to the opposite corner. Good job, said Otis. Where now? Jack asked breathlessly. We'll take you, said Olive. Run! Thanks, said Jack. He liked the friendly kids. Jack and Annie held on to their caps as they ran against the wind. They followed Otis and Olive down the road, then down another. Turn the corner, said Olive. They all turned onto the busy, crowded street. There, the twins said together. In front of them was the tall brick wall of the stadium. The words Ebbets Field curved around the wall. A huge crowd was headed inside. Yay, said Annie, panting. Thanks for showing us a shortcut, guys. We're not there yet. Come on, said Olive. It's a big day for baseball, said Otis. Again, a really big day. So why do we think it's a big day for baseball? What do you think's going to happen? So below, I want you to post if you could tell me why you think it's going to be a big day for baseball. Think about what the title is. Think about where they are. What do you think is going to happen in that baseball field? Also, yesterday I posed the question. I wore a different hat. I had the logo for, Merrick guessed it, the Boston Red Sox. Today I have a new hat on, and it's a new baseball team. Not a new baseball team, but a different hat, a different logo. It's my favorite baseball team. And if you know the answer to what baseball team this is, I want you to post below and tell me. Merrick, you can't answer again. For 10 dojo points, what is the name of this baseball team? Also, I want you to tell me. I want somebody for 5 dojo points to answer what the setting is for this book, or for what this chapter. What was the setting? Who are the characters so far? Give me one per person. So everybody give me a person. There are a few characters. Character setting. Are there any problems so far? If you know a problem, right below, tell me a problem. If you have a favorite baseball team, comment that below. And what do you think is going to happen in the next chapter? Make a prediction. All right. See you guys later. Have a great day. Don't forget to do the rest of your work. Miss you.